Frank, in times like these, obviously, it's a tough time right now, but all good business people, all good entrepreneurs also see opportunity in times like this. What do you see as aside from the health issues in a financial crisis? What do you see as potential opportunities for businesses?
Well, there's a lot of opportunities. I know a lot of people right now are saying, "Oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't get any sales right now. No one's buying. No one's even picking up the phone." Fine, maybe you won't, land a big contract right now in the middle of this crisis, but all your existing customers or prospects, people that you've been, in your sales funnel you've been talking to, now is a really great chance because people don't forget these times when they're reflecting back as far as who was there, who was being communicating properly, who was maybe giving back or trying to be helpful not only to their own particular customers but doing things in the community. So I do see that there's an opportunity to distinguish yourself because right now everyone's hyper, everything's acute, and especially that everyone's actually locked up usually in their homes, that they're reading a lot more emails or posts or blogs than they otherwise would because they're too busy when they're in the offices. So again, I think it just goes back to being in communication. If there's anything, I'm seeing great, guys like say in the food business, they're providing food to the health workers, free of charge, and these are all, you might call them PR or whatever, but at the end of the day, if it's sincere and if it's authentic and it's helping someone, I'm sitting there taking notice of that and thinking, hey, you know what? When the dust settles and I need to order something, that company did some pretty cool things in those dark days, and I'm gonna reward them. And as opposed to I don't hear from someone, I don't hear from any of my vendors versus the ones that are talking to me, not trying to sell me anything, but just reaching out, like, how am I doing, and how they can be of help. There's other things that you can do for your customers that has nothing to do with selling them something right now. And then there's always business opportunity if we want to get into that, for anybody who is financially strong and potentially helping someone that's on the brink of, God forbid their business is about to, now is the time to even potentially talk about mergers. Now, if you've got 3 or 4 different competitors or guys in the same space that, now you need a bit of scale, maybe now is a time where you come together. We saw a lot of that in 08, 09, a lot of people kind of coming together and merging, leveraging their strengths in order that they all get through it together.
Beyond communicating and checking in with clients, when you've got a business that can actually help people through times like this, which the Wish Group has several companies that does exactly that in terms of collaboration. How do you approach letting them know, and how do you approach, what for all intents and purposes is selling to customers?
Goodwill. Now's the time to generate a lot of goodwill with your customers if you're able to do that. So I know it's a little sensitive. Some people think, well, if I'm reaching out to people trying to sell them something, well, obviously they're going to sit there and say, well, don't you know what I'm going through? I have no money to do this right now, and how could you? Well, and I don't know if I subscribe to that because I mean we still got to keep moving. We can't, I know we're in, got to be social distancing, but the economy still could move, and there's still services and products that people need. So you're not, I don't think you're hurting anybody by offering your services right now. I just think if anything you can do to provide whether discounts or trials or, favorable, if you're able to, favorable payment terms for the people that need your service, that I think that'll go a long way. I know I'd appreciate that from my vendors.